What's going on, guys? We are back. We took a few weeks off for the holidays, and then people got sick, so we had to take a little break. We're back this week with episode 4, Curse of Strahd. We are down one party member tonight. That's all right. We will think of her and get through this part. You guys got anything to add?
Mm, the house is on fire.
Hmm?
We are streaming Let the Bodies Hit the Floor in my headphones currently.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. On that
But
note, then
but
let's go.
considering Whitaker, let's actually not let the bodies hit the floor. Please stay alive. Please.
Aw, our little anxious baby boy.
All right. On that note, unless anybody has anything else, let's see that beautiful intro.
Back. All
Okay.
right.
And welcome to the next episode of Curse of Strahd. Where we last left off, the party had made their way to the village of Barovia, where they encountered two small children in the street that were imploring the party to clear their house of monsters. After some conversations and consoling and some promises, everyone made their way into the homestead and have encountered a number of things along the way, and eventually made their way up to the attic room where they were introduced to Rosvalda and Thornbolt, that were ghostly images of the same children that were out on the street. And they were made privy after some investigation of the area of some secret passageways, thanks to this immaculately created dollhouse that was in the room. And everyone made their way down to the basement via the attic, which is unconventional, but there's not much about this house that is conventional. And after some scouting and rooting around, um, the remains of both Rosvalda and Thornbolt were placed in their appropriate resting places, while there were a few other resting places that appeared to be empty. And after a short excursion here in the basement of this homestead, you all encountered a group of ghastly ghouls. And
Heh.
combat has ensued, and then Siren, you went over and checked out a section over here where a tentacled creature attempted to do their worst with you, but you got the
Meh.
better of them with some help. And the battle continues. And where we left off was with Minty. Minty, you have these the creature that looks like this on either side of you, and before making their way out of the room and then coming back in, Ella, let's see, is it Avon that's under the table? Ella set the table ablaze. So
No, Calvo was under the table.
Calvo is under the table.
Yeah.
And the table has been, I don't want to say set ablaze, but it is, set ablaze sounds more grandiose than it should be, but it is currently on fire. Minty, what would you like to do?
So I have these two guys on either side of me. That table's on fire, and I know Ella was yelling for us to go ahead and start backing the fuck out. How do I have my... Okay. It's been a hot minute since we played, so I'm trying to remember what I've got. Okay. So, action. This one is a little bit closer to me. So I'm going to go ahead and attempt to strike it with my quarterstaff. I'll roll. Oh, there we go.
16 hits.
Okay.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
So that's going to be... Why are you not?
I don't know, but you can do. Oh, not bad.
Okay.
Yeah, 6 points of damage with the quarterstaff.
And with that, as you reach up and swing out at this ghoul, and you just get it right under the chin, and it just decapitates its head and goes rolling.
Cool.
It just like bounces off the wall here and comes to a rest. That one.
In that case,
Once again,
that changes what I was intending to do. Minty's going to go ahead and use bonus action, single unarmed strike.
18 hits.
Nice.
To hit.
Knew you could do it.
Yeah. And then bonus action.
Okay, and with that, you just, after just with your quarterstaff just knocking the head off this creature and goes rolling, you just, without even missing a beat, you turn around and just thrust your fist forward straight through the center of the chest of this creature, and then it goes straight through, and then you retract it back, and it just...
Cool.
falls.
Fantastic.
Let's go.
And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to shift here. But other than that, I'm not going to move much further. Because I can't recall, did we took at least one of these down, I think, right? Already?
Yeah, it was 4 of them, right? We
I
killed
feel like we've
one,
killed at least one.
and there's one left, I think, now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's one left right now.
All right, so yeah, Minty's just gonna go ahead and just kind of prep for the next one to come after us, but that'll be my turn.
Okay.
Nice.
And that is going to bring us to this one, who's going to shamble forward up to this point into the room. It's going to just kind of survey things and take a quick look around, and is going to and shamble over this direction and look over at you, Minty, and
That's fair.
Is going to rake out with their claws, which, oh yeah, 7's gonna miss. I'm sure of that.
Mhm.
Yeah, it just mindlessly just kind of rakes out at you, and that is going to end their turn. Ella, you're up.
Okay, so how much of the table is smoldering? What are we looking at as far as fire and where it...
I would say, let's see, just for drawing purposes, this portion right here is like smoldering with flames licking up to it, and the bench is just starting to catch a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
So it's
think
not...
we'll be able to actually burn this place down, because I mean it's all stone under here.
Right, but if we can at least contain the fire to a certain area, we can stop anything else from coming back from the dead and having a way out. I think Ella is very much like going over every like horror story that she's ever read in her years, living in. Yeah, telling stories. So I think if I know that the table is on its way, and there's only one left, I'm gonna chuck a fire thingy at it with the stuff that does the things. Wilbur, you're fine. With produce flame.
Okay.
So let me roll to see if I hit.
Oh.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, that's gonna work.
All right. Cool. And damage is 6 points.
Okay.
And then 1 second. Bonus action. Who's closest that me? Alright, I have one more Bardic. I'm going to throw it at Minty.
Okay.
How are you inspiring, Minty?
I'm just gonna like give her a look because like the two of us have been very I mean, you were the one who was there with me when we came into this place, so I'm just gonna be like, you got this, and just like, I believe in her.
Sweet.
So I'm believing in her.
And what size is your Bardic Inspiration die right now?
Not very. It's 1d6.
I mean, hey, a d6 can make or break something sometimes.
That's fair.
And it looks like all of my things are working. Pay no attention to that status info. I just picked something that looked like it would be Bardically inspiration for an icon, just as a remembrance. Anything else, Ella?
No, that's it.
Okay, that's going to bring us to you, Whitaker.
Here, Wilbur.
Okay.
Good boy.
I am honestly trying to remember what the conversation was that led to Whitaker turning around and coming back down the stairs.
Ella's gonna try to light the whole place on fire, but we're not gonna be able to.
Oh, right, and I think somebody had pointed out it was zombies that we were fighting. So
Yes.
Whitaker's just right. So Whitaker comes downstairs and just goes, "Wait, why are we running out of the house? Is it if it's zombies, I can deal with them."
Up the steps.
Huh? Fuck the steps. Okay. What did the steps do?
Go up them.
Okay. Well, Whitaker's gonna use 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet to come right here.
Oh my god, you absolute cunt.
From right there, sees the fire on the table, sees Calvo under the table, a little concerned
Calvo's not under the table. He was back by you.
Oh, then who's under the? Oh, wait,
Nobody
no.
is now.
Yeah,
Calvo.
Nobody's under the table.
Calvo
Okay, well-
was under the table, but he left, and then Ella lit it on fire.
Okay.
Word.
Well, sees the table on fire, close to everybody, a little confused why it is. Then sees the zombie. And where is the feature? Here it is. Sees the zombie. You kind of see the purple in his eye glow a little bit because he gets a little angry about seeing a basically a perverted corpse because their corpse shouldn't be walking around ever. And raises his hammer and speaks out with like an amplification to his voice. Undead creature, return to your grave. As I use my channel divinity, turn undead.
Oh.
Believe it says here, each undead that can see or hear you within 30 feet of you must make a wisdom saving throw. If the creature fails its saving throw, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes any damage. And the turned creature must spend its turn trying to move as far away from you as it can, and it can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of you. It also can't take any reactions, and for its action, it can only use the dash action or try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving. If there's nowhere for the creature to move, the creature can use the dodge action.
Okay, and Whitaker, as soon as you come down the hallway and you release this incantation, the creature just looks up and it turns around and faces the wall. Yeah, it has a massive fail at a 3 wisdom save.
We love to see it. We absolutely love to see it.
Anything else, Whitaker?
Well, after that, you know what? I want to use a spell slot for dramatic effect, but we might actually need that. So no, I think Whitaker is going to reserve his resources and end his turn.
Smart.
Okay. And with that, Yuki's gonna come down the hallway just a little bit as they were just about to run up the stairs and look over at you, Calvo, and say, "How's it going down there? Is everything okay?"
This is Yuki?
Yes,
Yeah.
This is Yuki talking to Calvo. Yeah. Is everything okay down there?
Very, very hot. Fire, run, we're getting out.
Okay. I trust you. And with that, she's going to Yuki's going to go back over the stairs and begin making their way up the stairs. And that will end Yuki's turn. Avon.
Yeah.
Okay, Avon is gonna go to the single zombie that is there, and well, first he's gonna turn around and look at Ella and say, "Ella, relax.
Huh?
There's only one left, and we'll take it out." And then I'm gonna pull out my rapier and swing at it.
Okay.
Did he just tell me to relax?
Yes.
21 will certainly hit, yes.
At least he didn't
And
tell you to
then-
calm down.
That's true.
And it'll be 10 damage.
Okay. And with that, as it's facing the wall and just the rapier just scrapes across its back, you can hear it, and then it slowly spins around, and it's kind of like glowing red eyes focus on you, Whitaker. Anything else, Avon?
Oh, you want your sister? Okay, go.
Let me see. I think I can't. No, that's everything for me.
Okay. That's gonna bring us to. Let's see. I think Yeah.
I think Whitaker after the zombie just looks at him, just like looks side to side, just like and poses like, "What are you looking at me for? I didn't do anything."
Galvo, you're up.
I use my action and bonus action to dash 90 feet up the stairs. End of turn.
Okay. Let's bring us to. Yep, I think that's a dead one.
Yep.
And that's back to you, Siren.
So what are we doing? Are we leaving? Are we gonna finish this?
We've got one left.
Yeah, as far as Whitaker doesn't know, sees that there's a fire, doesn't know who set it or why it was set. So in his mind, it's like, okay, we were told to run, but he wants to know why we're running.
I'm gonna take my crossbow, and I'm gonna shoot at that zombie right in his dome.
Boom, headshot. It'd be so awesome if after I said that you roll a nat 20.
12.
12 just hits.
Oh, 12 hits. Oh, perfect. Never mind. We good. All good in the hood.
For 5.
Okay, so you take a moment, and just, and it goes right in the center of this zombie's head. He's then he reaches up and breaks the shaft of the bolt off, but the the arrowhead of it is still, and he just kind of coughs out this black ichor onto the ground, onto the floor in front of you. He's still hanging on.
I will enter and Minty finish him off.
Sounds good to me. So same thing again. Just gonna go ahead and take an attack with my quarterstaff. Ooh, nice.
Yeah, that's gonna work.
Only 5 points of damage for my action, though, so I don't know how close to killing him that comes.
Only 5 is enough. How do you want to do this?
Honestly, probably goes ahead, and you said you shot him in the head, Siren?
Yeah, it's like right in the middle of his head, right between his eyes.
I think Minty doesn't even bother actually fully swinging the quarterstaff. She just raises it. They just raise it and proceed to go ahead and just take the butt of the quarterstaff and jam it right at the base of the crossbow bolt, knocking it even further into the skull and caving it in.
Yes.
Collapses to the ground, and that of the initiative round.
Okay. Question. Why are we
The table's on fire. The table is still burning, by the way, and at this point, the rest of the bench has now begun to caught fire. The flames are starting to lick up a little bit higher now.
So yeah, Whitaker just goes, question. Firstly, why are we running? Secondly, who set the table on fire?
Who in here is naturally on fire?
Avon is gonna ask, do any of you guys know, did any of you guys put this out?
I can start fires. I can't finish them. But,
I can put them out.
Or we can just let the house burn so that no other zombies have a chance to, spawn here.
Well, unfortunately, the table that is on fire is in the center of a stone room.
Right, so it'll contain everything that's in here.
I mean,
Once the fuel burns up, it's just going to go out on its own.
I'm just trying to make a furnace, yeah.
But the thing I'm wondering is, if we put their souls to rest, who are the ones outside, and how many more people are they going to talk into coming in here and dying?
So let's burn the house down! I can set fires in every room, I don't mind! It's a cantrip!
I think we'd be better suited figuring out what exactly is causing this.
Yeah,
You-
I'd like to know who or what is raising beings from the dead. It might be better to have that knowledge than just destroy everything.
Plus, who knows what could be down here? It could be money, could be some loot.
And
Not
hey,
particularly.
Ella,
Hmm?
doing something like this would be quite an adventure to be able to talk about
Right.
later.
You just know what to say, don't you?
Perhaps.
Fine.
Oh, I will say though, before we go on any more escapades,
Mm-hmm.
everybody line up. We just went through a battle. Make sure that you have no scratches or bites, because zombies are. Well, getting rotten flesh anywhere on or in you is never a pleasant thing. So check for infections. Gotta
Are you
make
feeling
sure everybody's all right.
I'm just
Um,
put out
above the
the
table, I'm at 15 out of 22.
yeah. I'm
Yeah.
at 17 and 28.
I'm currently at full.
Avon's just gonna
Nice.
say that any damage I sustained in this battle, I dealt to myself. So I'm okay.
At least that's something you
You
can
why?
control.
What? Wait. You were hurting yourself? Why would you hurt yourself?
Sometimes, in order to be more successful in combat, I need to hurt myself a little.
That's what blood hunters do.
A blood hunter?
Yes.
Insert
You've
I'm
never-
not familiar with the term. What is a blood hunter?
You've never heard of a blood hunter before?
No. I've known of no blood hunters from the village or in my travels.
Yeah, there's not many of them, but they are a strong breed.
Well, pleasure to be in the presence. But if you have to hurt yourself in order to use your abilities, it might be a good idea to make sure that you fix yourself up immediately afterwards. And as Whitaker hands his last healing potion over,
Aww.
just in case.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
We should make him a
Also-
sippy cup of potions.
Oh, so that fire is actually getting pretty big. Should I? I mean,
Yeah, go for it. It's fine. It's
Yeah.
fine.
And speaking of,
I don't
spread,
mind.
it's spread to the rest of the table now. The flames are starting to lick, and it's getting quite warm in this room now. And the table is now
Right.
pretty much ruined, and it's starting to lick over to the other bench there.
Yeah.
You
I mean,
can
we
put it
could-
out.
We could toss the corpses on top of it and just let the fire burn out.
Oh yeah, let's have a little barbecue of undead.
Make sure you wear covers over your mouths. You don't want to breathe that stuff in.
We're all... Yes, Mom.
Mom, I'm not a mother.
Maybe
You sound like my mom.
maybe since we know the rest of the house is empty, we should go back upstairs and take a short rest.
I'm all
Well,
in
you-
favor for such a thing.
While
You
you all
wanna
are having this,
That's-
Here?
while you all are having this conversation, Calvo and Yuki, you have both made your way now to the top of the stairs, and Yuki's gonna look back over at you, Calvo, and say, okay, let's go. You go ahead and lead the way, though. I'll follow you, cause you're, well, I don't know. I just prefer not to go first.
Correct.
Okay, just stay close. And Calvo is doing like the little like itty bitty pitter patter dance. Like, I'm a lot faster than you, but I'm gonna have to slow down for you to keep up. So fine. And okay, let's go. Just stay close. And I would like to make a stop at the children's room, really quick, as we are heading out. Maybe even just opening the door and kind of peering in, and see if I still see the ghosts in there.
As you just kind of go over and take a look in, the room is empty aside from the accoutrement that were already in there. You don't see anything else.
Great. I'll still take a moment to kind of just honor the room and put a hand to the thorny rose that is on my lapel, and just utter a simple statement like, hopefully this means that you're at peace and at rest. And not hearing otherwise, I'm going to continue making my way out of the house.
Okay. Oh. Drawn on my own map unnecessarily.
Yeah, and I'll say, Yuki, they were right behind us, and they told us to leave. So we'll just make sure that we'll be okay. I'm sure they'll be right behind us.
Okay. I hope so. Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Either way, Calvo. And that will bring us back downstairs.
All right, before they go too far, I am going to head upstairs to them to, let them know, hey, we're not going to leave the house, but we're going to take a short rest. But we'll do that upstairs.
You'd probably find us already like at the front door, since there was a lot of conversation happening while we were making our way out. So I don't know if we want to play a little timey-wimey and see if that happens any sooner, or if there's a way that we can find like an alternate way to meet up with the rest of the group. Or if you were thinking about taking a short rest, like above table, then I would not leave the property line with Yuki without the group. I might not even leave the front door without the group. I might stay in that little alcove where I first grabbed that oil lantern that we've been using that I gave to Yuki. So I probably wouldn't leave the actual front portico gate. I'd probably be waiting and hearing in, hoping that I hear the rest of the group. I do have a question, DM. Given that there was some time, I moved pretty quick. Once we make it to the back, like to this entrance area or like that first grand hall, there's a fire raging somewhere in this supposed basement. Is there any indication on this first floor that smoke is coming up from down below that could lead us to like a sign that this is where the basement is from the first floor?
First of all, give me just a moment to do
Didn't
behind the scenes.
didn't Whitaker turn? I guess not turn off the fire. Didn't Whitaker put out the fire?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Okay, for purposes, I'm gonna say, okay, Calvo and Yuki following behind you are where you are, and oh wait, well you can't be where you are because I need to do that. And I'll say that Siren, you come rushing. You're rushing back up the spiral staircase there, and Calvo and Yuki are nowhere to be seen. But to answer your question, Calvo, no, you do not see any kind of smoke or remnants of any sort of fire situation, at least where you are.
Okay.
So, Siren, you rushed back up the stairs there. You are now back up to the attic floor, and that is going to bring us back to the rest of you.
Leave her alone.
Okay. Shall we? I guess yes. We'll burn the corpses. Finish exploring the rest of this catacomb. And if the fire isn't out by the time we leave, I don't want to use my abilities in order to turn it off. I guess we could just smother it.
Yeah, it's okay.
The best bet would be to take our short break upstairs.
Oh, right. Yes. Right. I forgot we were going to do that.
Siren, you're already gone. You're
Yeah.
already gone. You made that suggestion and then bolted up the stairs. So what are the rest of you thinking about?
I'm gonna help put out the fire.
I thought
Uh,
we
And
were
we're
gonna
gonna
let
do a
it.
reverse. No,
Minty
they.
would still recommend we let it burn with the corpses on it while
Okay.
we
Yeah, we're
rest
gonna.
Okay.
upstairs, and hopefully by
Then
the
I'll
time
keep an
we're
eye on
done,
it.
yeah, by the time we're done, it'll potentially have burnt itself out. But it's a full hour of just letting it sit there and burn, so it should be okay.
Okay, yeah, I'll sit with the fire and watch it. I'm only taking half damage.
All right. I guess Whitaker and Minty put the corpses onto the fire,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Avon will
and
also help, but then after that, I'm gonna go take my short rest.
yeah. So Whitaker, Minty, and Avon put the corpses onto the fire, and then head upstairs to do the short rest.
Okay. So
I
so
was
clean
I
up
will
done.
also say Whitaker does specifically go to the one that's over in the right. I don't remember if that one was a zombie or if it was one of that weird other creature.
That was the weird other creature.
It was
Yeah,
a weird
but
other creature that looked like this.
The bird
at first.
squid.
The bird
Yeah.
squid.
Upon so as we're moving the corpses, Whitaker's going to see that, go, huh, what the heck is that? And then like gingerly toss it into the fire.
Okay. So after putting the first couple zombie corpses there, just kind of like doing the up onto the table, and then the second one, you can hear the sizzling and this most awful smell just begins to fill the room, and as these bodies begin to suddenly catch fire, they just begin to melt into this sort of black goo that, as it does, it just slowly starts to squelch parts of the fire. And as you then, when you throw this this creature onto the top of it, there's just an extra layer of funk that hits the room, and just with these melting bodies, it just begins to absorb the fire, and it just slowly begins to put it out. And now it's just this smoldering pile of funk. And
Before I completely forgot that thing was there. Before we throw it in, Avon's gonna take out his journal that he writes in every morning, and he's gonna just take a piece of that worm thing and put it in his journal and write a little note about it, and then throw it in there.
okay.
All right. And on the way upstairs for our rest.
Yep.
Yep.
Also,
I'm just gonna keep an eye
mask
on the fire
on.
while everyone else. Fine.
You don't need to keep an eye on the fire. You can come up with us.
But we don't know if it won't spread. We know it won't spread. I'll come upstairs.
It's, I mean, it's in the center of a stone room, stone floor, ceiling, walls. From
Fair.
what we understand, there's nothing for it to spread to.
Well, yeah, and at this point, the active fire, the active flames are pretty much out now. It's just this kind of like bubbling mass of
Okay.
grossness that is, yeah.
Ugh. Necromantic spell work. Never stand the sight of it.
Okay, so you assumingly are all making your way back up the staircase there. So let me appropriate that. Oh, lots of clicking and moving. Okay, so now it's cool. Give me 1 second. I love it. I absolutely love it.
You're going to be hilarious.
There, and yeah, I think that's everybody. Okay. No, actually, Siren, I'd say at this point, were you continuing down the stairs to the next level below the attic, or were you just kind of hanging out there?
No, I was just hanging. I was gonna see. I mean, if I were just to yell down there, they should be able to hear me, right?
You can certainly try.
So yeah, I would just yell down, "Hey guys, come back up. We're gonna take a rest."
Okay.
Okay, Calvo. Give me a. This is gonna be Calvo and Yuki. Give me a perception check, please.
Great. At the same moment, I don't know if you did above table. Does Yuki have the message spell? Have I seen Yuki use that before? Did I see her use it on the kids or something outside, or when she was outside communicating in with us?
You did not. I mean, you are vaguely familiar with how that spell would work, and nothing that Yuki's done so far that you've observed from them has given you the impression that they're familiar
Damn.
with that spell.
Above table, I was gonna be like, okay, I haven't heard from them or seen them. Can you like do your little pointy thing? Point down. Maybe you'll get one of them at some point while everybody else is rising up the stairs to the attic.
Mhm.
That would be hilarious. Just look into the skies like the aliens, they're back.
Okay, I'll perception check. Got it.
Yes, please.
That's a total of 10.
Okay. Yuki looks over at you, Calvo, and says, I thought we were getting out of here. I'm
Yes.
so
Yes.
check on it. But Calvo, you hear you can hear a voice that it's very faint. I don't want to say it's a whisper because it doesn't have that kind of element to it, but you can't really make out the words. It's vaguely familiar. It sounds like siren, but you can't make out what any of the verbiage.
This house is playing all sorts of tricks on us.
He's in the walls. He's in the goddamn walls.
It's coming
stay
from
here.
inside the house.
You stay here. Yuki, keep an eye on. Go check on the children and see if the children are outside. I'll be right back. And I'll try and like just peer back up the spiral staircase and keep an ear out again if I hear more voices.
And she's like, that's a good plan, Calvo. I mean, I've been missing Fuyu anyhow. I should go check on them.
But don't go too far. Don't go too far.
No, just right outside. I'll be here. And they're going to make their way. There.
Mhm.
Okay. And did you say you're going to make your way back up the staircase?
Yeah, I would go like halfway up to the second level and really strain to see if I hear that voice again, or to basically determine, is the house playing tricks on me, or am I actually hearing siren?
So you make your way further up the staircase there, and the voice becomes clearer, and you can make out a few words, and it's the one that stands out mostly is upstairs.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, because as we were descending, like I wasn't being mindful of like, let's make sure that I close and lock the secret door to the top to the attic. So hearing that, I'll then kind of rush back over, see if Yuki has successfully like retrieved. I forgot their familiar, and say, I think everybody else is retreating as well, but I think they might be stopping. Let's go meet up and make sure that they are that nothing is wrong.
Okay. All right. And hearing you say that, Calvo, Yuki comes back in and says, "Yeah, I found Fumu, but Fuyu, but the children, they're gone."
Oh.
Fuck them kids.
Okay. Well, maybe they had like multiple ghosts, and those are also at rest. Let's meet up with the group and make sure that everyone's okay, and see if we can come up with theories together, or at least make sure that we all make it out of here safe. I don't want you to go out there and try and see where they went, because we already know that was not really was them. So if there are other dangers that lurk, we should probably face them together. And then I would like to just take a moment and square my my hands on her shoulders, and kind of just look at her if she'll allow me, and make eye contact and say, "Everything is going to be okay. You have been very helpful, instrumental in making sure that we had some information about what's going outside and what we needed to do in here. And uh, running away does not mean that you are weak. Sometimes you need to preserve yourself to be able to do better in the future.
Here, here.
And it may be it's like a half like, am I saying this to Yuki or am I saying this to myself? Am I trying to make myself feel better kind of a deal? But I also think that she needs to hear this and say, let's go. Okay, you've got this. You've got this.
Calvo, wait. Thank you. I was just so worried. I mean, I didn't want to get... I know I'm good at stuff, but I could be better, and it worries me because I don't want to... I don't know. Thank you, Calvo. Thank you.
And I won't break eye contact. I will like intently focus and listen to her. Like, it's okay. But I think we all have those moments, and that's not. I don't say that to take away from what you are feeling right now. Let's meet up with the rest of the group, and you and I can have a little chat later. Okay?
I'd like that.
Okay. Let's go.
Okay. And with that, do you make your way all the way back up to the attic? Are you stopping on other floors, or...?
No. Straight up.
Straight up. Word. Okay. So you make your way back up to the attic, and there you see your compatriots. And where we continue.
Zombies are dead. We're gonna take a short rest and then head back down and finish exploring.
Okay. Thank you. And I'll I kind of make eye contact with you, give you a nod, and of just an acknowledgement, and just check if everybody okay. Whitaker, are you okay?
Nerves are a little on high, but I'll be fine.
It's going to be okay. You've been doing incredible. We could not have done this without you.
Here, here.
Oh, this is so nice of you to say.
The one who ran away.
Oh! Siren insta-death. What happened there?
I don't know.
Siren, no!
Rip.
What the hell did happen?
Yeah, as you walked into that room, this apparition appeared and casted power word kill on you. I don't know.
Should have been me.
All I did was hit my short rest button.
Let's do that.
Wait till I tell my parents I broke them.
Oh no! Oh no! But yeah, Whitaker's. While we're doing the short rest, Whitaker's going to Ella, who, just looking at the health stuff, is missing like
7
7 hit points, and is like pulls out like some gauze and bandages, and says, "Arm." And is just standing there waiting for you to put your arm out, so he could wrap any scratches.
I don't know where she's injured. Okay. She just holds out.
All right.
Don't put any of the stingy stuff on it, okay?
The stingy stuff helps with the healing.
No, it doesn't. It makes it worse.
All right. We'll stick with just the bandage this time. But if we're doing it that way, you better make sure that it doesn't get wet. Otherwise, I'll. No. In emergencies, cauterize. But right now, not the emergency. Just Put the bandage on and don't get it wet.
Right.
Also, pretty nice adventure, isn't it? Strange place, scary stories.
It's like really, really good stories. I can't wait to tell these when I get home. What am I healing for?
Well, I was just
Why
doing
did my
that as
max
a.
drop down to 19?
Huh?
My max just dropped from 22 to 19.
Oh, that's strange.
What the fuck happened?
Girl.
It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm dying.
Yeah, but yeah, I was just having that playing that out as like, oh, while we're as a way to
I'll
enforce
do
our
my
short rest, giving us health.
new hit points. Okay, I'll roll some hit dice on the thingy that does this stuff.
You said it dropped from 22 to 19. I changed your max back up to 22.
What happened?
I don't know.
Oh, I know.
Oh yeah, because I have to. Okay. Yeah. All right. Sorry. I dragged everything out from the journal. I did not update the default tokens based on your level up. So everybody, make sure you take a look at what your max hit points are there and adjust it appropriately.
That might have been what did it.
Yeah, I didn't update the default tokens for your level up yet. Apologies. I'm fired.
Okay. All
I have
right.
an above table
It
question.
shows 19.
When Ella or whoever found the playing cards that Ella then took, was that public knowledge?
Yes, Avon found them and then handed them to Ella.
Okay. I don't know that we need to role play this.
Please do.
If we are doing like an hour of short rest, I think Calvo would propose a game of chance between us, or like a little
Wanna play war?
little wager.
That's fine. As all of you have now, the fire has been put out by the melting bodies of the zombies and the beaked tentacle creature. As you all made your way up the stairs and you're now back on the attic level, everything is eerily quiet. Calvo had, Calvo, would you like to tell them what you did before they all got up here? Because they weren't here yet.
Oh, I peeked into the room and the children's spirits are gone. I think they may be at rest.
That's good to know.
I sure hope that's what that means. I mean, I think we did everything that we could.
And upon hearing you say that, Calvo, Yuki's going to look over and say, "Yeah, I ran outside and the children they're not there anymore."
Well, I hope that means
They're
that,
not
I hope
there.
that means that the symbol that I put onto their graves helped them ascend to the afterlife.
Can you detect to see if they are in fact?
None of us are paladins.
I don't hold the ability to actually tell, but I could pray about it, I guess.
Yeah, okay. You could. Yes.
For now, we'll go off of faith.
Wait. How's that working for you, kid?
I'm playing.
As Avon is wrapping, bandages over the parts of his hands and arms that he cut up, he's gonna walk over to Calvo and say, "Calvo, you wanted to play a game?"
Yes, I remember that you handed Ella some playing cards that you found downstairs, and I mean, I think we could use a little bit of a recharge, a little bit of a distraction, no?
Yeah, I think that would be fine. Hey, Ella, I'm gonna yell over across the room.
Yeah, what's up?
Come here and bring your cards with you.
Join.
So, what game do you prefer
Yeah,
to
what you
play?
want to play? I'm really, really good at blackjack. Um, I'm really good at blackjack. Never learned how to play poker.
I think blackjack could work. Why not? They're your cards after all.
That's I'm game. I'm game. I'm
I
Uh,
am
stressed.
more than happy just to watch.
Oh, you want to play
Okay.
with me?
No, I'm quite good.
Okay. Well, if I win any of their money, I'll give it back to them because we're all here together. Never mind.
Okay, so who all's in the game?
Avon will play, even though above table, I don't know how to play anything.
It's all right. Who else?
We just count to 21.
Yeah, me there. I'm
Ella.
like, are we playing rollies or something like that? I don't know. I'm just role
Yeah, that's
playing
what I
like
figured.
that. Calvo would want to play something.
Calvo. Okay.
Oh,
Uh,
actually, rollies would be perfect if we
And,
all roll a
and
d12.
I think that makes sense.
Avon, Calvo, and Ella. Those are the three of
Mhm.
you that are getting interested in this card game.
Yes.
Yeah, Whitaker is gonna go talk to Siren.
Okay.
Yeah, Siren
Alright.
just goes in that room with all the furniture that's covered, and just pulls one of the sheets off one of the chairs and just plops down.
Find the comfy chair.
Aw.
All right, and as you pull the sheet off of one of the chairs there, you can see. I mean, it's a in its prime, it would have been a beautiful kind of like high-backed velvet chair with these very nice armrests, but the back and the seat are spattered with dried blood.
Still plopping down.
Fair enough. Okay. So, let's see. Calvo, Avon, and Ella, you are engaged in that. And at this point, Yuki's going to, she's just going to kind of come back over here. And now that she's back, she's
Your dealer.
going to, well, hold on. You're going to see this tiny little creature that's just kind of like running up around her shoulders and goes up and nuzzles her ear, and you're gonna hear her say, "Oh, Fuyu, I missed you," and she's just kind of gonna lean up in the corner and is gonna be nuzzling with Fuyu while all of this is going on. Minty, what's your take on all of this? As you see a card game beginning to take place, and you saw Siren and Whitaker walk off into the side room there.
Minty is probably just gonna get comfortable against a wall somewhere and spend a little bit of time meditating.
Okay. Just would you cycle off into the spare bedroom here? It's a web-filled room. There's a slender bed, a nightstand, a rocking chair, and a wardrobe with a small iron stove. Aside from that, the room seems to be empty.
And just relax and kind of let the others enjoy their game. We'll probably wander back out eventually to watch them.
Okay, so before we get into this card game, Whitaker, you said you wanted to talk to Siren about something?
Yeah. So Whitaker walks into that room with the covered furniture, sees Siren, and also sees the chair with dried blood on it.
Yeah, when you walk in, the first thing you see is him rip the sheet off of it. He kind of like takes a moment to look at it and then just still decides to plop down on it anyhow.
Yeah, just in the back of Whitaker's mind's like, bold decision. But yeah, cool. But yeah, Siren, a word if you please.
Yes.
I wanted to ask, it's probably a discussion that we should all have as a group, but I figured I'd address it first with you. in terms of dynamic with all of us, I'm assuming that seeing as you are Miss Ella's I guess protector is the word. I was gonna say guardian, but protector seems like a
Babysitter.
more suitable word. Uh and Miss Ella's pretty clear noble origins. I'd assume that you were hired by your parents and may come from a more battle worn background. I'm only assuming.
It's very perceptive.
Yeah, I do not wish to pry. I don't purposely try to pry, but I I I wanted to take that into consideration and see if you would be open to the idea of being kind of the elected, not necessarily leader, but like spokesperson for, or no, not spokesperson, but a guide when in our more adventurous scenarios. I know we were playing with the idea of exploring the rest of the catacombs below in the basement, and I wanted to know if if you would be open to the idea of being like the designated leader of that escapade, because I feel we would be better off having like everybody come in with ideas and then one person decide on what the final strategy be.
I am definitely not a leader. Actually, most of my time has been spent working alone. But I will do what I can to keep everyone, especially Ella, safe.
That's
can-
honestly all
can
I
I
can ask
eavesdrop?
for.
I'd say for the purposes of this, you are very excited and engaged with the idea of this card game going on.
Yeah, that's fair.
So
Next time, Gadget.
But well, that is all I could ask for, honestly. Keeping everybody alive is honestly top priority in my eyes. But I also wanted to say, in regards to our precarious situation being in this unknown place, I figured I'd you seem, I mean, everybody here seems trustworthy, but you and Miss Minty, speaking of, I should probably call her over. But you two at least in my eyes, seem the most receptive to people's stories. There's something I want to mention, and I figured I'd run it by you two first.
Okay.
Yeah, and I say pause that for a moment to go call Minty over into the room with us.
Yes.
I have something to discuss between you and Siren.
Alright.
We'll be telling everybody, but I figured I'd mention it to you two first.
All right.
So, Miss Minty, you already know I come from a pretty remote village in the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe I never explained to you the reason for my traveling.
All right.
So about half a year, coming into a little under a full year ago, an event occurred within my village, and you can see Whitaker's actually like starting to shake a little bit, and much like our situation, everyone in the village had just disappeared one day. I was working I was doing some work inside the clinic, and I came out to address a patient that had been waiting and they weren't there. And so I went to look for them, but as I searched around the building, there was no one else, not even my mentor, who practically lived in that building. So I went outside to check, and I couldn't see anyone. There were no children in the streets, which was very unusual. Every house that I knocked on the doors for had no reply, no lights on anywhere, or I say lights, no torches on. I went to the mines and I saw equipment on the floor, but no people. Everyone were just gone. And much like the fog that appeared around us, it was fading then, so I couldn't be too sure, but there was fog. I don't know exactly what the situation is, but it is eerily familiar.
Do you think they might have been brought here the way we were?
I've been playing with the idea in my head, but there is no way to know for sure, but I'm really, really hoping that is the case. Because if I can find them, then that would be a very, very great weight off my shoulders.
Then we will keep an eye out for them. I'm assuming they're all dwarves like yourself.
Yes, all of them.
All right. Then, if the gods be good, we will find them here and alive.
Yes, if the gods be good indeed. But yes, I didn't want to. I wanted to wait a little bit to tell everyone, seeing as the others wanted to play that game. I didn't want to dampen what would seem to be an excited mood.
That's completely fair.
But yes, I do appreciate you being willing to be on the lookout.
Of course.
That being said, Ella, Avon, and Calvo, the cards are being dealt out before you, and I do believe the game was blackjack.
Calvo, JJ isn't here.
Yeah, what happened?
Oh.
Was anything said in chat?
Oh yeah, I heard a ding or two, but
Yeah.
Maybe their internet cut out.
Possibly.
I'm messaging.
Well, actually, now would be a very perfect time to take a quick break, because we are right about at halftime.
Okie dokie.
Craig, can you go ahead and roll the halftime situation? And for all of you that are listening to us live, we'll be right back. And all of you that are going to be watching this stream later, we'll still be right back either way. So stay tuned.
back.
And we are back.
Hey.
Hope everybody got their ice cream fix while we were on
No ice cream. Ah.
Oh,
Sorry.
much sad, much sad.
Peter's making pierogies over here.
Here's this for you.
Ooh, that's much fun. But,
Hey there, little guy.
all of this being
Wait, what's
said,
the-
the cards are being dealt out. Who's going to be the dealer for this game?
I thought I would.
Okay, fair enough. So, Ella, take it away. You hand
So
out.
I did a test roll above the table just to get a good mechanic for it. If we roll 3 d12s, that'll be good. Have you played? Has anyone else actually played blackjack?
Not at all.
Cool. So the name of the game is you want to get as close to 21 as possible. Because we're using dice, we don't really need the rules behind like face cards and aces and stuff like that. We can just try to get as close to 21 as possible. So I figure we'll start with 2 cards, a face up and a face down. I guess for this, we should just roll 2 dice and see what happens and go from there.
Well, I have a suggestion. As you are passing your cards out, Avon, Calvo, and Ella, I would like for each of you to please roll me a d20 and add 1 to that result.
Oh, shit. Just 1.
Just 1. Roll a d20 and add a 1 to the result.
Okay, I'll be right there. I just stepped away from my keyboard.
I stay.
Avon 11.
20.
Ella with a 20. Okay.
Hey.
Or if anybody could roll it on my behalf until I get back to my keyboard.
No, we'll wait for you. This is very important. And the cards
This
that
is
are
gambling.
currently laying down, Ella, you laid down a 20 and you're still holding a card back. Avon, you laid down an 11 and you're still holding a card back. But Calvo is has a bit of a poker face.
Yeah, and Calvo's like, wait a second, why are we getting ahead of ourselves? We haven't even decided what the ante is. What are we putting on the table? What's at stake here?
And he's as he holds his cards back, he looks at the 2 of you, Ella and Avon, and
I will write an epic with your name in it.
That would be lovely, dear. And
That's my
how
ante.
much is such an epic worth to you?
You hit 21 exactly, and I'll start writing it.
I mean, monetarily.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think money really counts right now because we're all like in hell.
RG.
yes.
Mel just messaged into the chat. Yuki would give Calvo the 19 she has for divination.
That's cheating, and you know it. I love it.
I'm gonna say for purposes that Yuki and Fuyu, they're off in the off in the corner, just and Yuki, while Fuyu's just kind of running around their shoulders and all that, they're nuzzling and they're not really paying too much attention to the card game that's going on right now.
I think Calvo would also be focused on the card game. Not even. I don't know if I even have like awareness or control over whether or not I can like accept that or reject it. Love the thought. For the purpose of this activity, Calvo is in the zone.
I love it. Okay, yeah, I don't think that we... Sorry. Ella doesn't think that money is
Avon
a viable
chucks the
form right
gold.
now.
Avon chucks the gold.
Oh, then I'll see your gold and raise you a silver.
So you guys are all halted around here, and you chuck that gold down, and just kind of like clinks on the floor, and it makes this silent echo sound in this this attic, and it's a welcome sound. But what'd you say? 1 gold and 1 silver? Or
I'm gonna
just
raise
1
a
gold?
silver.
Oh, you're gonna raise
1
a
gold and 1 silver. Yeah.
So Avon, you put down 1 gold.
You
And
gonna steal my silver?
Ella's gonna match that, and then up the ante by 1 silver.
I don't have silver. I only have 5 gold, so no.
Oh, I'm just
We can say you could break
for the
it down.
sake
for
of,
purposes.
yeah.
Yeah, we could say you could break it down
Okay.
for purposes.
I'll make
Okay.
change. Yeah.
In that case, I will also give the silver.
Yeah, she's got a change
Okay.
belt, and she just like clink, 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 pops out 9 silver and tosses it over to you, and then keeps the 1 silver and puts it down on the ground. So, all right, all right. So, Avon, you match that to 1 silver. Calvo, you see 2 gold pieces and 2 silver pieces plonked down onto the ground here. Are you going to match that, or how are you feeling? By the way, Calvo, I need you to roll a d20, please, for your first card that's laid down.
Yeah, I'll roll this first before I decide, since everybody else had a chance to do that as well. It's /R 1d20 + 1, right?
There you
Just
can use
slash
the
R
adva-
1d20.
or you could use the dice roller. It's on the left-hand side there.
Okay.
Where all your stuff is. If it's on the bottom, it should say dice, and then it should bring up a thing. Yeah.
Cool.
Girl.
Or you can roll physical. Like I said, I'm not opposed to rolling physical with this.
Oh, great. Good to know. I'll do that next time. This is a 13 total.
Okay.
Great. Let me go
Calvo,
grab
you
some dice.
Calvo, you have a
Oh,
13 down there.
Mel,
Uh,
apologize for.
And seeing the cards laid down before you, Avon, you can see Avon put down an 11. You can see Ella put down a 20. And after seeing these, them two put these down, they put down a gold piece and then matched a silver each. And then you put your 13 down. Do you want to, in order to stay in this, you're going to have to match it with a one gold piece and 1 silver to be able to stay in the hand.
Yeah, I'll join. I'll call or whatever.
Okay.
1 gold. And 1 silver.
All right.
3-3.
All right,
So-
I'm gonna stay.
Okay.
I would like what I would show another card.
Avon. Okay, so
Yes.
go ahead and give me that D20 +1.
Okie dokie. Poo. I think that's over 21.
13.
Ah.
2. Yes, and that's a bust.
I mean, sorry. This is when everyone learns that I have a gambling problem.
To the top.
Grew up
Right.
going to Atlantic City.
So with that, Calvo, I do believe it's you because Ella is going to stay.
Avon bus.
So are we increasing our the pot before the second roll or no?
That's up to you, Calvo, if you would like to increase. But Ella's staying at a 20 right now. Are you feeling lucky?
Sorry, I think I'm a little confused. So the second roll is being done before we decide if we want to.
Oh, you
contribute
have a
anything?
choice if you want to roll again. Because I rolled basically a 20 total, I'm staying. I'm not going to take another card.
Yeah, Avon busted, and the point of the game is to get as close to 21 as you can.
Gotcha.
And
I was under the
currently,
impression that we would be upping every roll, but I'll just roll.
well, you can up.
Yeah, it's not like Texas Hold'em.
You can up
It's fine. It's fine.
the ante if you're feeling lucky.
Oh, we should have played Texas Hold'em.
But as of right now, Avon is busted, so Avon is out of the game. Their money is in the pot. Ella's holding it at
I
20.
roll.
You are sitting at a 13. right
Great.
now.
I'm now at 17. I rolled a 3 on the die.
You rolled a 3. No, it doesn't. Oh, okay. And then, so with that,
It doesn't. They don't add. It's now a completely separate.
You're tied.
well, no, because you were originally at a 13. So what was your next roll was a 3? You said
Yes.
+1, so that brings you to a 4.
Right.
17.
which is 17.
17, which
Mhm.
with Ella staying at that high 20, she takes the round.
Hey, I win!
Oh, okay, so we don't keep
guys?
going. Got it. Okay.
So that's Ella. You
If you
scoop you scoop it in, and that's you can add 3 gold piece and 3 silver piece to your.
I immediately put down another gold.
1 second.
Avon also puts down another gold.
Oh my god, what have I done?
So you
Okay,
wanna
so
do it?
that was the first hand, and then next
So you're
hand.
buying into another round. Okay.
Alright, I'll put down a gold.
Okay. So 3
And I will-
gold down.
I'll look around to the group and be like, "Come on, don't be such a scaredy cat. Join the party."
Well, they're off in another
Gold.
room having a conversation.
That's fine. I say it loud enough for them to hear.
Okay.
So right now the pot is 3 gold.
You did so far. The pot is 3 gold, and you do say that loud enough to hear. And Minty and Siren and Whitaker, how do you? What's going on with the 3 of you after this conversation and information that Whitaker just shared with the 2 of you, Siren and Minty?
Minty would have gone over to Whitaker. Sorry, one moment. And just kind of like pulled him into a bit of a side hug.
Yes. That's wonderful. I absolutely love this. But yeah, Whitaker returns the hug. Like does Minty does the side hug, and Whitaker, who in pretty much every facet of his existence always did full frontal body hugs, like bear-like body hugs, just does that.
Okay.
Aww.
Minty will go ahead and return it. Alright, we might as well go see what the others are up to.
I hope they're not gambling. It's a very bad addiction.
It can have its uses.
Viva Barovia!
Barovia? God. Oh no. Oh no.
We'll open our the first ever gambling den in Barovia.
Okay, so Minty and Whitaker, you make your way back out of the room, and Siren, you're still kicked back in this blood-stained chair. Are you going to stay there, or?
Yeah, he's just relaxing.
Gotcha. All right, so Minty and Whitaker, as you make your way out, you can see in this dust-choked hallway here 3 gold coins on the floor with Ella, Avon, and Calvo just kind of huddled around it. And Ella, you can see her. She's gathering back up the cards and shuffling, and she looks over to the 2 of you and says,
Should I deal you in?
I prefer not to.
Come on, leave a little, holy man. 1 hand. 1 hand. Try something new.
Yeah, holy man.
I think if it, I think we should respect his wishes.
I'm quite fine just watching. But
But you, I feel like you really want to be in on this.
Oh,
Come
absolutely
on.
not.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wiggle
Absolutely
and
not.
raise my eyebrows suggestively, like, come on.
Nope. You will not. Nope. I will happily watch.
Okay, well,
I have
that's
seen
right.
one too many who have been drawn into a single hand that goes longer and gets them in trouble.
But what's life without a little trouble?
I draw a card.
Hey, alright, should we all roll a 20 again?
20 plus 1. Yes, those are the you
All
that are
right.
involved. Yep.
Oh, I have a above board question real quick.
Suck!
So this short rest typically lasts like between an hour to how long? An hour to 2 hours is typical.
1
short
hour.
time?
What
Yeah,
Usually
hour?
1 hour.
Yeah, it's about an hour. It can, minimum, I'd say it can extend based on situations, but minimum of an hour, yeah.
Okay, so I was gonna say that Whitaker uses the rest to whip up another batch of holy water, but
Ooh.
it takes an hour in order to actually make it. So considering the conversation and stuff, I say we probably have less than an hour left of it. So
I mean,
probably wouldn't be able to.
Fine, buddy.
there's no reason we have to stop at exactly an hour. We can always
Yeah.
keep resting while Whitaker finishes.
Right, and it can also be a conversation. It can be, hey, I'm working on something, whatever, you know.
Yeah, while you're having the conversation.
Oh, okay.
Hey, you're fine. You're
In
fine.
that case, yeah, I was gonna save the spell slot so I can do an emergency healing word at any point, but considering we fought zombies, it might be better to have another 2 bottles of holy water on hand. So
Well,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah,
whatever you think is best.
just going to like goes to enter one of the other rooms to so he could do the ritual. Sees the dead the bones of the kids.
They're gone.
Like does it?
Nope, they're gone. I just can't take that off the map. It's those were already wrapped up and properly placed in the
Oh right,
buried
yeah, because
those.
we already
Yeah.
buried those.
in their
Yeah.
respective.
I think
sites.
the only thing that's left in the room would be the beds and the house, because the chest we also took out of here.
Yeah.
Accurate.
Okay.
I
Well,
kind of
in
want
that
to keep
case,
the dollhouse.
who's gonna carry it?
I know what
It's
I
a pretty
want.
big dollhouse.
I'd say the dolls. I mean, it's not terribly big. I mean, it's very intricately done. It's an exact replica of the as far as you can tell, the house that all of you are in right here. I would say it's maybe 3 foot tall, by about 2.5 foot wide or so. But there are intricate pieces to it. It does seem old and fragile.
Hey,
Wait, hold on. Wait a minute.
wait,
Wait a minute. Did you say an exact replica?
It is
I
an
told
exact.
you.
It is an exact replica of. I mean, as you. Actually, Whitaker, give me an investigation check, please.
Can
Gladly.
I help him?
Yeah, well, you're you are engaged in your card game, and you just saw Whitaker. Didn't seem interested in their card game, and said wanted to work on something, and just wandered off into the room there. As you have now gathered up the cards and you're shuffling them up again.
I just say, Whitaker, see if there's a shortcut to the basement somewhere else as I draw my card.
Yeah. So, all right. Investigation. Big numbers, no whammies. Big numbers, no whammies.
No whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Oh, whammy!
That's a 7.
It was a very low DC because, and as you take a closer look at you can this dollhouse is very intricately designed, and just looking at some of the lower levels, even the detail of portraits on the wall and tapestries that were hanging, fireplaces, the room with the 3 wolves and all that, and then there's even tiny little replicas of the wolves that were in the room, and it is. And as you just stop and think back for a moment and making your way up the staircase, the way the dollhouse is designed, the staircase leads up, and you remember the suit of armor that was at the second floor there that is a lot less lively in the dollhouse than it was in the actual house, but it is, for all intents and purposes, from what you can recall, an exact replica of the house. The only thing that's missing in the details of this dollhouse is the basement area from where you had just come from. There seems to be it's not even represented in the dollhouse in any way.
I would love to meet the person who crafted these. This is exquisite work. Every detail is honestly quite perfect. Unfortunately, no basements, but still can admire the craftsmanship. But yeah, after giving it the glance, I mean, gonna check to see if there's any so it doesn't have the actual basement, but does it have any pathways that all of a sudden cut off into nothingness?
Yes, actually, the area that you have just ascended back to, there is a very kind of intricately designed staircase just off to the side in the hallway that begins to lead downward, but then it just kind of cuts off there.
Okay. Just says out loud. The dollhouse is honestly scarily accurate, but unfortunately it doesn't have anything on the basement area. Well, we'll be going in blind. And then he takes out a little rug from his backpack, lays it out flat, and lays out materials to do his ritual to make more holy water.
Okay.
Right. And with that, Ella, you finished shuffling the cards, and let's see. I think there was already a roll, and because you're so eager for this, and you finish shuffling the cards, you lay them down, and let's see, Avon. That custom roll, was that for your next round of this?
Yeah, so
Okay.
3 plus 1 is 4.
So it's a 4. Okay. And after the cards are all handled out, Calvo, you are still involved in this. And by the way, I make sure right now the current pot is 3 gold pieces. But Calvo, you get your hand, and you go ahead and lay that down. So that's going to be a D20, please, Calvo.
Yes, I rolled a total of 12. I rolled an 11 on the die.
Nice.
All right, total of 12. Okay, so the cards are down. Ella, you have an 11 facing. Avon, you have a 4 facing, and Calvo, you have a 12 facing. So would anybody like to call? Would anybody like to call? I'm sorry. Would anybody like to fold, or would they like to up the ante?
11 facing.
Can you say again what the others got?
Yes.
So I have an 11, and Avon has a 4.
Right, yes. And the cards that are laying down, you can see them, but each of you are still holding a card in your hand that cannot be seen by anybody else. But the cards that are laying down right now, Ella has an 11 facing, Avon has a 4 facing, and Calvo has a 12 facing. So you want to get as close to 21 as you can without going over. If you go over, you bust.
Avon,
and you're out.
Avon wants to add a silver.
So I was gonna do okay. So I'll see your silver.
Yeah.
Okay. Ella matches.
3.
So that means, Calvo, you have to either match that bet, or you are out of the game.
A silver?
1 silver, yes.
Everyone raises.
I'll put down.
Matches.
I'll put down another gold.
Oh shit!
Calvo raises
it.
Yep. Okay, so it has to be at least the silver. So that's 1 gold plus 1 silver. So Calvo matches and raises and takes a look at you, Avon and Ella.
Okay,
so we have
now
to put in a gold.
You have to at least match that gold, or you're out of the game.
Okay, I will add a gold.
I'm gonna. I'm gonna see that. Okay, so now the pot is so we're all going to see that gold.
Yep. So
it's 6 gold.
3, 4, 5, 6 gold and 3 silver so far that are in the pot.
And then Avon sees gold. Okay, so it's 3, 6. Wait, hang on. Yeah, okay, so it's 6 gold, 3 silver.
Correct.
Right?
Yep, and everybody's matched, so it's time to throw your cards down. Give me that d20 and add a 1 to it, please.
Do it.
Okay.
What the fuck?
16.
I'm
So
over.
Ella's
I
out.
lost. Yep.
I rolled a 1, so that's a 2. So a total of
Yeah.
6 for me.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Ella, you busted big time.
Yeah. That's fine. I technically
Alright.
only lost 2 gold and a silver. I broke even.
So Calvo, you are up. You have to beat a 6.
Plus Avon is good.
I would like to make a deception or sleight of hand check to try and fake this play.
Oh.
Interesting.
I would say give me a sleight of hand check, and Ella and Avon, please give me a perception check.
Okay. My passive perception is 15, however.
Same.
That's fair. Go and give me a perception check, please.
Oh god. Oh, shoot.
Wait,
Well, I
hold
got
on a second. Hold
13.
on.
I hit my passive.
13 and 15, and then Calvo with your sleight of hand.
My passive sleight of hand is 16.
You douche.
Just putting that out there, since we're calling all the shots right now.
Go ahead and roll. the
Okay,
sleight
sleight
of
of
hand,
hand.
please, because you all are you're all kind of like shaken up with everything that just happened in the basement here.
Damn.
So
That's a 14 sleight of hand.
What's your
So Ella sees.
okay, and what were you attempting to do, by the way?
I don't know. Try and fake it like I didn't just bust my ass on this play with a different card or something. Like maybe I pulled 2 and I'm like trying to hide one up my sleeve or something.
Ooh, yeah.
Well, what is it that you're doing? Don't give me options. Tell me what Calvo's doing. To the point where they are trying to deceive their fellow comrades in this friendly game of blackjack.
I want to double check my inventory real quick. Hold on. Yeah, I have my own playing card set. So I would like to replace the card that I pulled or that was dealt to me with one of my own.
Okay. Ella, you do notice this.
I clock it, but I'm going to act like I don't. But I'm going to make eye contact with Calvo.
What?
Okay. So Calvo.
Not.
So Calvo, what card did you replace from your personal deck with the deck that Ella has provided?
I would.
Reminder, you have to beat a 6, and Ella is already out. Ella busted.
So are you allowing me to choose the card or am I rolling again?
No, I'm allowing you to choose the card that you changed it out with, because Avon did not notice that you were swapping the card out. Avon is still in the game with you, but Ella busted, but then the whole thing with Ella making eye contact but didn't say anything. So
so I pulled a 9.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I definitely make like full on eye contact with Calvo, and I think he knows what I want.
And that gives you a straight 21, and you're able to scoop up the pot, which is 6 gold and 3 silver.
Can I use message, like super inconspicuously? Be like, I get half of that.
What does message require as far as
it's verbal and semantic? You know the word I'm trying to say.
Yeah, somatic. But you're directly in front of Avon and Calvo. Minty's off to the
I'm
side.
gonna yawn
And
and
as far as I know, Minty, have you been just like you said, you didn't want to get engaged in this, but have you been watching the game or have you
Not
been doing
really.
your own thing?
Minty just kind of like doesn't give a shit right now. I'm right beside the doors leading downstairs to the basement. Or no, they're in the same room. Those are in the same room as Siren.
right.
The doors that you're standing in front of there leads down to the 3rd floor of the house.
Right.
Siren is off to the side. The spiral staircase that leads down to the basement is here.
Yeah. No, Minty is just kind of relaxing and not really paying attention to much of anything. So, and has 0 shits to give about the game they're playing. So definitely would not notice anything happening.
And same, Yuki is just so happy to have Fuyu back, and they've just been snuggling off in the corner for a while,
Oh yeah, baby.
not paying attention to anything besides each other. So, that being said, go ahead and continue your.
Yep. So do you cast message?
Yawning, covering my mouth. I saw what you did. Give me half of that.
I give like a slight like shake of the head as if like, oh, someone's in my head. And I was like, well, I think we've rested enough. I think we might be good to keep on going. Yes.
Persuasion check.
Good game. I like the 2 of you. We should do this again sometime.
I'm making a persuasion check. Fight me.
Persuasion?
Actually, give me an insight check, please.
Oh fuck! But that's 20. Okay. Insight. Hang on. I'm a 20. It was a 13.
So, Calvo, were you being genuine with your comment
Which comment?
about wanting to get into another game and this was fun and all of that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm down to do this again sometime. Not right now. I feel like we've rested enough, and it's time to move on. I'm intentionally not responding to Ella's message. I think that the shake of the head was my like above the table way of saying like, okay, like he got it. He's just choosing not to do anything about it.
Yeah, I got that as like
I love it.
going through a tunnel.
Okay, Siren, you're just still laid back in the chair, and you can overhear this conversation that's going on in the hallway there. And what is it that you're doing? Still enjoying this blood-soaked chair?
Yeah, just waiting for them to say they're ready.
Okay, I'd say at this point, Whitaker, you were able to complete your creation of holy water.
All right. Now them zombies gonna feel. They're gonna feel the wrath of my holy bombs.
I'm gonna go home now.
Mm.
Really fun.
Oh wait a minute. Is my mic working?
Yes.
We can hear you. We're fine.
Oh,
What would
okay.
you all like to do?
Yeah, for some reason on Discord, it's showing my mic on my symbol that I'm muted for some reason. So I was
weird.
confused for a second.
Great. And at this point, Ella, you gather your cards back up and you just kind of give them a quick shuffle, and then as you're peering through them, a quick shuffle, there's one card in there that looks a little bit different. It doesn't seem to match the other ones.
What? I'm gonna examine it.
And yeah, you take a close, because the other 51 cards in this deck, they all have kind of identical sort of.
I forgot to say that it's a good bag. That's fine.
all the identical tracings on the back of them that are in the image of a windmill. but there's one card that it just, yeah, and it's like you stop on it almost instantaneously, and it has a different illustration on the back of it.
What does it have?
It would have an illustration of it would look a little more worn, I think, than some of the others, and it would have like a jungle scape.
Ooh. What is the number on that card?
9.
9.
I love it. I'm going to pocket that card separately
Pocket it separately
for
from
a
the
later
deck.
trick.
From the deck.
For
Pocket
a
it
later
separately
trick,
from-
yeah.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Yeah, I say at this point, Whitaker comes out and just asks, "So, everybody well rested? Any final things we need to do before we go?"
I think we're quite good.
Everything's fine.
All right.
And when as soon as you say that, Minty, everything's fine. Yuki just kind of perks up a little bit and says, "Fuyu, come in," and just kind of, and Fuyu just kind of like does this kind of like spiral down Yuki's body and then goes into a pouch off to their side and yeah, everything is fine. I'm feeling much better now.
Well, that's lovely to hear.
But
So should we get down back to the basement?
We can just leave at this point. I mean, what more do we have to do here?
Well, I would like to attempt to put the parents of Rose and Thorn to rest too, if we can. But
Are there bodies here?
Well, that's what we were going to search to find.
Okay.
Also,
Well,
who's to
but
say there's no more loot?
excuse
Oh,
me,
that is true too.
and actually, who was it? Siren? It was. I think it was you. That was looking around, and I'll just put it this: one of you would remember that there were a few crypts that were open and empty.
Yeah, that was I had opened them.
And those crypts that were emptied, they had the names etched upon them of, well, you found Thornbolt and Durst.
We found the parents as well, or at least their crypts, not their bodies.
Accurate.
Yeah, I believe Whitaker had scribed the symbol onto the crypts, and then the plan was to find the bodies to then put them in.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, if everyone's ready, I say we go.
Let's go.
Right.
All right. So, what is the marching order? Down the narrow spiral staircase, descending.
So, Avon has dark vision, so he'll go first.
Okay.
I'll say Whitaker would go. How many of us are there? 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm gonna go next because I'm fire, and that might help other people see.
Ella, you're running ahead of Siren?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's fine. He's a big boy. He can take care of himself.
Fair enough.
Well, she was in front of me before, and that's how I was able to see down there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So,
I think this is something that we've done.
Yeah.
okay.
Just you and me.
I was looking. Avon, I was looking through Avon's inventory, and he has a spare torch. Siren, would you like a torch?
I'll put my hand on the torch to light it.
Yeah, I'll use it.
Cool. I'm gonna give you my torch.
Thank you.
Minty will be right behind.
Oh, wait. Oh,
Ella.
wait. Hold on.
Mhm.
We do have the knowledge that, or at least Siren and Whitaker have the knowledge that Whitaker did previously cast light on Siren's sword.
Oh yeah.
So
So what is that? What 30-30? 30 bright, 30 low.
yeah.
Yeah, I believe you already said it last time.
Yeah,
You-
but within the short rest, it would have ran out. But
Yeah.
we would just be recasting it because it's a cantrip.
Yuki also has the lantern that I got from the first room in the house.
Okay.
So
All right,
yeah,
so
in
it's-
preparation, Whitaker goes over, taps his hammer on Siren's sword, and the sword starts glowing with the bright white light.
Well, Siren, you can keep the torch just in case.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's Avon in the lead, Ella, Siren.
Minty right behind Siren.
And then Whitaker right behind Minty.
Got it. And then,
We'll leave the two squishies in the back.
well, Yuki's like, wait for me. And okay, and all right. I think this should hopefully work out based on things that all just happened. Just stuffed you all in the hallway there just for purposes. But okay, and you all now return to.
Wait, are you counting Calvo as a squishy?
Well, looking at your HP, I don't know why it says 9, but
Yeah, you're gonna
Yeah.
have to. Like I said, I didn't update the default tokens yet. So if there's any numbers on there that don't look right, go ahead and change them to what they should
No,
be.
I think that would be a fair assumption because we are only 1 HP apart, me and Yuki.
oh,
Yeah, but we'll get there.
That's kinda cute.
Yeah, apologies for the technical issues, but yeah, just I trust all of you to have your appropriate numbers in place. So that being said, you have returned to the basement of the house.
I'm gonna make it back to the room that we were all in before, and like wait for everyone there. And I want to ask, which way do we want to head down? Do we want to head down where the zombies came from? Do we want to take a right where the worm thing came from, or we want to take a left?
Yeah, and Avon, as you walk into this room, the table now, as you remember it, there were just in attempting to put this fire out, they put the bodies on, and the smell in here is almost unbearable. And the table now is almost completely disintegrated, and there's just kind of like little, like, just a black puddle in the center of where the table was now.
I think this was a dead end, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah.
Well, that's where Cyrus encountered the tentacled beak beast that is now also kind of like completely now burnt to cinders. After
Good.
they were thrown onto.
So we discovered that basically like here and here led to the little crypts of where we put the kids' bodies to rest. I don't know if we explored what this is,
No.
and we haven't gone this way at all. And you had only taken a couple steps into that hallway before the thing showed up.
Yeah, that's
Right.
where the zombies came from.
Do we want to go down here or over here?
We might as well check over
Let's go this way.
here first.
Okay. So I will go into that hallway first.
Yeah, I'll join Ella and Avon. Calvo will join Ella, the two of them.
Oh, they're stairs.
You're always getting into trouble.
Okay. All right, Avon. As you make your way down that.
I'll see you, Whitaker. Sorry.
Ooh, I'm gonna
Well-
go down the steps.
Avon, as you make your way down the, and actually Ella, you'd be behind Avon. Unless you want to rush past them and push forward.
A little.
Hmm?
It's okay. I'll wait. I'll be good.
Okay. But as Avon and Elle, as you make your way further down and make your way down the stairs, you can the ghostly chanting that you've been hearing throughout the dungeon, it gets discernibly louder.
Still there?
And Avon, as you're looking down this hallway here, this area is completely almost untouched. While there has been layers of dust and dirt that have been all over, and the previous areas of this basement, you could see footprints and things that were crisscrossing and going everywhere. But down this hallway here, the dust is untouched and pristine. Not a single footprint to be found.
Okay. Interesting. And the chanting was coming from down that hallway or from both hallways?
Give me a perception check, please.
Okay. Hooey. 7.
It's the chanting is becoming louder and more discernible, but it's still echoing off the walls and such here, and you're not really able to get a good pinpoint as to which direction it may be coming from.
Okay. I will step down this way then, since it's the cleaner hallway.
Okay, stop there. As you step forward, give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh, Lord. Why is it not rolling? Okay, well, I have a +7, so I'm just going to roll a 20 and add that to it.
There you go.
Ooh, that wasn't very good either. A 10 total.
Aww.
Okay, as you begin making your way down that hallway there, you take a step and you hear what has been up until this point in this the basement area, pretty much solid stone clay ground. You hear a creak, and and then the floor beneath you collapses, and you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall down, and then all around you just land in this pit of spikes and take 15 points of piercing.
So, what if I have the ability to not fall?
Explain.
Oh.
What if I have wings?
Oh.
Stop it right now. You can't be that hot
That would
and
be
have wings.
so awkward.
What's
How narrow are
I-
these hallways?
I am a so here's my reveal, everybody. Under this cape, I have wings. That's why I have a tight cape around me. But I am a winged tiefling.
You're a bird!
Oh, and I'm not there to see it.
What I'm asking is it would I be caught off guard enough to fall, or could I find a way to fly? It would be up to you.
I love the flavor of this. Give me 1 second to think about how to make this.
Can I put forward literally just the start of starting to fall? You might automatically flare your wings, and that alone might be enough
Mm-hmm.
to give you time.
That's what I was thinking.
And
Well,
also, I'm also for purposes
Advantage?
of I'm gonna say Ella, you had made your way down the stairs, and you saw Avon making their way down the hallway, and then suddenly begin you hear the creak and then the breaking of the wood beneath them. You see them begin to fall. Ella, how are you gonna react to seeing this? Because that's gonna
One
give you
second. Let me
time to
just
think
update my
about.
notes. He starts to fall. I
Um,
couldn't read my old pen, so I had to change it. So I see him like teetering, falling, and like, do I see the cape? You know what I mean? Do I see that something is happening under the cape?
I would say so because as the
Okay.
wings unfurl, as you begin to fall into this pit, you have this instinctual reaction. Something that you've been holding off and for a while, but you are able to come back up and land right there without reaching the bottom of the pit, so you take no damage.
What do the wings look like?
They are big, blue, the same as my skin tone, like bat-like wings.
They're bats. Okay, so he's not a bird.
yeah.
He's a bat.
Big bat-like wings, and but as soon as we get on, and I notice that you're standing there, I kind of panic and start to like hide my wings again under my coat.
I
and
think
say,
so. I think Ella is just like super irreverent in general, and she's a fucking bard. So I think she's just gonna like.
I'm gonna run up to you and say, please don't tell anyone.
Didn't finish the song.
And Cyrus, at this point, you're making your way down the stairs, and you hear Ella say, "I didn't finish the song."
I know a song that gets on everybody's nerves. Everybody's nerves. Everybody's nerves. And I'm looking at Avon like, you fucking owe me.
I'm gonna smile and say, I will teach you how to use a sword.
You're on.
And then I'm gonna warn Siren as he's coming down, don't come this hallway, there is a trap.
Minty and Whitaker, I'm assuming that the both of you have made your way down this staircase at this point, and you're looking forward, and you can see that the dining hall ahead of you, and this scent of just like burning death is filling the hallways, and you can hear off in the distance Ella's sing-songy voice. You can't really make out what it is that she's saying, but you can hear it echoing through the hallways. The both of you, actually.
Minty would go ahead and see about catching up to the others. Like, that smells so bad.
Make sure you put your mask on. You don't want to catch anything.
Yeah,
Minty just like looks at Whitaker as he says that, takes a deep breath, and starts holding it. And as an Aragonasi, I can hold it indefinitely. Don't need to breathe. I just don't need to breathe.
I guess that works too. But Whitaker does put his own mask on, which is quite literally just a cloth with yeah, it's just a cloth that he carries around for that purpose. But yeah, as we approach, gonna say out loud, any good prospects? Where we all hear the chanting, right?
Yep. I want to figure out where that's coming from and stop it.
Yeah, have you found where the chanting's coming from?
Not yet.
All right, I guess explore onwards.
And as you all are getting closer here, and I'm assuming for purposes, Avon, you've pointed out the trap because it's pretty obvious because the floor is collapsed there, and but what was before echoing throughout the walls, and as the echoes were just kind of blending together, you couldn't really make out the words before, but now they are becoming much more clear as the reverberations aren't reverberating as much, and the chant is just repeating. He is the ancient. He is the land. He is the ancient. He is the land. And it just repeats over and over and over and over, and it's haunting.
I think Minty is going to go ahead and just kind of move past, like ignoring that hallway, because that sounds like a bad idea right now. Head down here and into this room to kind of figure out what it seems to be.
Okay, Minty, as you enter that room, there you can see there's a well that's directly in front of you. A wooden bucket hangs from a rope and pulley mechanism that's bolted to cross beams above the well. There's several other smaller rooms that are breaking off to this centralized area here.
Looks like different bedrooms and such.
Seems to be. As you just walk past and glance in without entering, you can see they're all very similarly designed. Each one of them has just a single cot with a kind of like a footlocker in each one of the rooms.
I will walk in too, and as I see like the rooms with the footlockers, I'm just gonna like out loud. I'm just gonna say, "Dang, where's Calvo? He'd love to loot these boxes."
I'm here. Yuki and I were at the end behind Whitaker and Minty, and would not be too far behind the rest of the group.
Cool. I'm gonna loot this one right here. I'm just gonna open it.
Okay. All right. So
I'm gonna.
Avon, as you walk into that room there, it's very plainly decorated, just a single bed that looks recently used, actually. And there is a footlocker, and as you go over and it is not locked, and as you open it up, inside of that chest contains just a single black leather eye patch with a carnelian right in the center of it.
Oh, cool. That's really cool. I'm gonna put that in my inventory.
Yeah, that fits your vibe. You should totally wear it.
Yeah, that's dope as fuck.
Siren, as you enter that room there, you just looking around, or are you also?
Yeah, I'm gonna check the locker in here.
Okay, and once again, it easily swings open. That chest has a silvered short sword.
Oh, yeah, I'm taking that.
Minty will go ahead and check this one down here.
Hey, DM, are you able to add Yuki and Calvo to this map?
Oh, Calvo, apologies.
No cats.
Yeah, I can do that. You should be able to do it too, but that's.
Oh, okay. I'll try.
But there you go. I got you.
Oh, okay.
And then we'll put Yuki. Well, she's gonna be behind.
Oh, that's goofy.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna.
Yep.
So is it just a short sword like that's been dipped in silver?
It's a very well. Actually, give me an intelligence check, please.
Roll.
As per Calvo say, the reason Calvo took a little bit longer to join the group because I was digging for the dagger that I threw at one of the ghouls among the muck that is now burned down.
For some reason, when you click
and you
on
took
the,
you took plenty of time to do that, and you were able to it was a process for you, Calvo. because
First-
it was absolutely disgusting. But you wanted that dagger back, and you were able to retrieve it.
For some reason, when I click, on intelligence, the +3 to do the roll, you click the beyond 20 thing, it just brings up a thing like over on the side. It's not rolling for some reason.
You have to make sure you're right-clicking on it, otherwise, for some reason, it doesn't want to roll.
Yeah, there was D&D Beyond's website had gotten updated again, so some people Beyond 20s broke.
Word. So just, I mean, for purposes, just
22.
22. All right. And as you open this footlocker and pull this short sword out, you hold it in your hand. It's got a good weight, and you just kind of swing it around just a little bit, and you take a much closer look at it, and it is very well done. This is not something that's just coded. It's the real deal.
So I'm just adding short sword, but then just put in that it's made of silver.
I think there's an option, like if you click on the item, that's not what I intended to do at all.
Yeah, I know what
and
you're
then
talking about.
click down customize. There's a thing that you can click that says it makes it silvered.
Yeah.
That'll work. All right, Minty, as you peruse around in that room, you open up the footlocker there, and inside it is a single ivory brush with silver bristles.
Very cool. Minty will go ahead and pocket that. Sounds very entertaining, interesting to have. And then is probably going to go ahead and head up this way.
Okay. And as you pocket that brush, you take a look at it and put it away, and you make your way over. You cross Whitaker's path as they're making their way up into that room there. And Whitaker, you see a simple cot that looks very well worn, as well as a chest at the end of the room there. And as you seemingly open the chest, or you're just checking out the room?
I think Whitaker just goes to open the chest.
Okay. It easily swings open, and inside you find a pouch. But as you grab this pouch and you take a closer look at it, you can see that it's made of human skin.
Ugh. Yeah, it just tosses the pouch onto the cot.
The top of the pouch is closed together with some fine thread, maybe?
Stop.
Whitaker, did you find something?
There is a pouch, but they skinned a man or woman to make it.
Oh, interesting. And Minty immediately is like, I'm gonna go see that. May I?
I wouldn't recommend, but if you feel so inclined.
Minty will take it. I mean, I've seen worse. And is gonna go ahead and undo that threading.
Okay, so you just it's easy, and you just peer in, and inside contains 11 gold pieces and 60 silver pieces.
Okay.
Whoa.
Now,
do you want to gamble?
We'll see. Minty's just gonna go ahead because doesn't show Whitaker what's in it, but just goes ahead and pockets the entire pouch.
I'm so sad that Calvo is so far behind.
There's still one more room if you want to come with that one.
With that, Yuki's gonna look over at you, Calvin, and say, "No, it's okay. Go ahead, I'll be fine. I have Fuyu with me."
I come up through the hallway. I like slough off the wipe off the last bit of like muck on this dagger, holster it in my boot, and be like, I trust you. You'll be fine. Hey guys, what's going on? Hello, fellow youths.
Oh my god.
Some madman made a pouch out of human skin.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fine.
So
I'll reach out an arm and to like for comparison, be like, are we sure it's human? As I'm a hairless cat.
Minty will have probably like upended the coins as they pull the bag back out. I mean, skin color's a bit strange. And we'll absolutely just hold it beside Calvo's arm for the comparison.
It's probably very different because my skin, despite what the picture looks like, it's more like pinkish, lavenderish, like Sphinx cat, hairless cat kind of vibe. And I'm like, what's so wait, what's do anybody else find some good stuff in here? Share what's going on?
Can I
I'm
see
gonna.
what's going on down here?
Calvo.
Avon's gonna pull the eye patch
Yeah, we'll get.
and show Calvo.
You should, you should, you,
Wandered off.
Yeah,
you
and
should-
yeah, you and with this, all of you are showing each other what you found. Yuki walks in the room and says, "Oh hey, where's Ella?"
Ella?
And with that, Ella,
Yeah, Ella's just like been humming to herself and like exploring. So I want to see what's in here, but I can't. I don't know if there's something blocking my figure or not, but I can't move to undarken shit.
is that better?
I don't know.
Calvo.
Okay.
You don't know? Can you move yourself?
No, I can. I'm.
Oh, you just
One
can't
second.
see.
Yeah. So hang on once. Let me refresh the page. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say you should be able to see, but that's okay. But while that's going on, the rest of you continue with your conversation.
Calvo.
yes.
Are you proficient with sword work at all?
Yes, I've learned once upon a time. Yes, why?
Do you have a sword?
I have a rapier.
Here, try this out and see if you like it, and I'll hand you. Because I have like 3 short swords now. I don't need 3 short swords.
Okay. And I'll take it and I'll kind of wield it a bit and like move it around to get the feel for the weight of it. Is this the one that you just found above table?
No, I've got the. I'm keeping the silvered one, but I had 2 regular short swords before.
Dope. Awesome. And short sword is light, right? So I could use that for offhand fighting?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
No problem.
And
I'll. Oh, sorry. Can I just check this last room for whatever's in this footlocker?
yeah, that one there. And actually, is you yeah. One. I think that's
Also, that
Okay.
eye patch was hot on you.
all right.
Footlocker.
Heck yeah.
And this is Calvo. You're checking that room.
Uh-huh.
Okay. As you walk in, you can see a obviously used, kind of very worn cart and a footlocker at the end of the bed. Assumingly, you open the footlocker.
Oui.
Okay. And as you, it easily opens. Inside, you can see nothing more than a folded piece of black cloth that seems to have a few bulges in it.
Phrasing. I remove the cloth and unfurl it.
And inside, you can see 3 beautiful moss agates.
Ooh.
So bring out your eyes.
Lovely. Is there anything on the cloth itself
It's
of
just
note?
it's just plain black cloth. But and surprisingly enough, everything else in this area so far has been like very kind of like molded or earth worn. The cloth that these three agates are wrapped in uh, is almost pristine.
Lovely. I will put the agates in my pouch. I will fold the black cloth and make it a pocket square and tuck it into the front pocket of my tux, the front like lapel of my tux, and I will check if there's a false bottom to this chest or footlocker.
Give me an investigation check, please.
14.
Okay, so you just kind of give a couple of knocks to the bottom of it and look around for any sort of, and it's just no. That seems to be the entire contents.
Great. A quick look. I don't know if you want to use the same roll under the mattress, under the pillow.
As you take a look, you just kind of toss the cot off to the side and then just slowly reach around. There's nothing more in this
Okay,
room.
great.
No.
I'll rejoin the group.
Okay, so that being said, all of you, Yuki's, where did Ella go? And Ella, as you pause there for a moment, you can see inside this room. It's festooned with moldy skeletons.
Yeah, no, she's stopping right there at the door, and she's.
You can see, you can see a couple of moldy skeletons that hang from rusty shackles against the wall. A wide alcove. I know the directions are weird on this. It's in the south wall. Has a painted wooden statue carved in the likeness of a gaunt, pale-faced man wearing a voluminous cloak. His pale left hand is resting on the head of a wolf that stands next to him. In his right hand, he holds a smoky gray crystal orb. You can hear, once again, off in the distance, the repeating chanting.
Oh my god, okay. Uh, can I. I'm gonna approach the statue. Stealthily.
What is it you're gonna do?
Stealthily approach the statue. Because I don't want those skeletons to wake up.
All right, go ahead and give me a stealth check, please.
Oh, okay. Fuck me running. 14.
Okay, so you could just kind of like kneel down just a little bit. You're walking slowly forward.
I'm gonna stop right here. Can I do an Arcana check on the orb thingy?
What is it that you're trying to?
I want to know if I can touch it.
You want to know if you can touch it.
Yeah. Is that or if no one's around to stop me? I'm going to reach for the orb.
Okay. So you reach out for this smoky gray crystal orb, and you take a glance over your shoulder, and this sly grin comes over your face, and you turn back around and you reach out and grab, and you grab the orb and you pluck it out of the carved hand, and as you're just kind of admiring it, you take a look around, and the room seems to be filling with some sort of black, swirling smoke that begins to coalesce into figures all around the statue.
Right?
No.
Avon is going to be like walking down here, but he's not in any rush until he hears Ella yell. In that case, then he's going to make his way a little bit faster down.
The second Ella starts making any amount of noise, Minty's running.
Okay, everybody, stop moving for
Ooh,
just
ooh.
a moment. Stop moving for just a moment. Wherever you are right now is fine. So, but let me
Yo, I fucked up. But hey, I have a cool orb.
say that Yuki heard that yelling as well, and she's, guys, did you hear that? I told you. I said Ella was. She wandered off. And for
The true orbs were the friends we made along the way.
I'm gonna say, based on where every one of you were, okay. Minty, you're good. Avon, you're good. Siren, you're good. I'm gonna say Whitaker and Calvo, both of you would have been able to get, let's say 15 foot closer to wherever it is that you want to be, based on the screams you heard, as well as Yuki's warning.
I love you all very much.
Whitaker just mutters under his breath. You need to attach a belt to that lady.
Yeah, I mean, I can move quite a bit, but I also would not stray too far from the two of them. So I'll try and stay equidistant between Whitaker and Yuki.
Yeah, Whitaker just I'd already moved the token to the spot, but he just went to 15 feet further than where he was originally.
And this is where we are going to end this evening's session.
Woohoo!
Woo, that was fun.
Yeah.
So,
Agreed.
I lost money, but I gained an orb.
thank you
And
all for
probably death.
joining us for another. I don't know. I had fun. I hope all of you.
Oh,
had fun.
absolutely. Always have a
I-
great time.
I had a great fucking time, but
Yeah. I've been having fun the whole time, but when we took our short rest, it was in that moment the realization came to me that I get my channel divinity on short rest, not my spell slots.
Oh.
Yeah.
that being said, we will find out what happens on the next episode of Curse of Strahd. Be sure you all check out what is it? Legends and Lorekeepers. Tell us all about it, Craig. Go ahead and give us a plug.
Discord.gg/Legends and Lorekeepers takes you right to the Discord server. Anybody
There
looking
it
for
is.
games, any DMs wanting to start games, we can get you all set up.
Is there a way we can put a link down in the comments or something? Can we do that?
It'll be on the graphic that comes up at the end of the stream.
There you all. So make sure everyone pay attention to the graphic that comes up at the end of the stream and join the greatest D&D community that has ever been created on Discord. And be sure to tune in for the next episode of Curse of Strahd. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Ah.